Welcome to Power Practice Resilience Remixed, Grantmakers in the Arts' first virtual convening. I'm Eddie Torres, President and CEO of Grantmakers in the Arts. I'm recording this in my apartment in Queens, standing now on the unceded land of the Lenape and Wappinger people who continue to live and work here. I'm here to present the state of the organization for 2020. As you know, one of our core focus areas is capitalization, which we define as the accumulation of the resources an organization needs to fulfill its mission over time, specifically with regard to financial health. In terms of our financial health, GIA has operating reserves to cover 3 months of salary and expenses should we need it, leadership transition should we need it, and lost conference revenue should we need it. Luckily, we don't need them. This year, GIA has experienced no serious financial hardships thanks to your increasing flexibility and responsiveness. But like the rest of the field, we face a great degree of uncertainty. That's why we're working to make our collective future rather than passively experience a future that happens to us. Here at the convening, we're sharing preliminary findings from a team of colleagues who have been researching ways to inspire funders and public agencies to support the inclusion of the arts at the intersection of other content areas such as health, safety, community development. Our team and board are working with Future Good, a philanthropic futurist, on articulating the future we want and adjusting our work toward our desired future. GIA is commissioning a study of alternative funding models and new economies to inform our future programming. We're working with Rebecca Thomas Associates to bring our capitalization workshops online, focusing on capitalization during a recession and making them more accessible to more members. We're also working with Sage Crump to make sure the workshops explicitly include considerations of racial equity as we address issues of capitalization. We're also bringing our racial equity and arts funding workshops online, making them more available to more participants in the new year. We continue our ongoing online learning. On top of the already robust programming GIA provides, our program team developed entire bodies of new programming. In response to the pandemic, they created the COVID-19 Response and Resources page, including programs, updates, and actions for arts funders. This included an info hub and resource page, a new blog series, new webinars, a new podcast series. To make our work more accessible, GIA has also started captioning all our webinar recordings and providing transcripts for all our webinars and all our podcasts. As everyone knows, racial equity has been one of our core values since before we joined GIA. In response to the murder of George Floyd and so many others by the state and the movement for Black Lives, our program team developed the Black Arts and Cultural Funding and Justice Resource Hub, including examples of funding for Black artists and cultural communities, as well as an anti-racist reading list. As a futurist once said, in times of great change, hold tight to your values and play loose with your tactics. Our values remain steadfast: inclusiveness, equity, collaboration, and curiosity. Our tactics will continue to evolve and grow with you. I want to say thank you to the 2020 Convening Planning Committee, including co-chairs Maureen Knighton from the Doris Duke Charitable Foundation and F. Javier Torres Campos from the Surdna Foundation, our two co-chairs who worked with us to pivot the convening into an online convening for the first time. I also want to say thank you to the GIA team, Web and Knowledge Manager Steve Klein, Membership Manager Jessica Corporan, Communications and Publications Manager Carmen Graciela Diaz, Senior Development Manager Sylvia Jung, Director of Operations and Finance Champ Connect, Program Assistant George Marfo II, Program Manager Sherilyn Seeley, and especially a great big thank you to our Vice President and Director of Programs, Nadia Alokta. The GIA team members are leading an online convening for the first time under difficult circumstances. Their job has never been easy, and they've always worked with integrity and diligence. Team, you are great leaders, and I am lucky to work with you. I see you, I honor you, and I thank you. And to those of you joining us for the first virtual convening by GIA, thank you.